The time we invite the artists that we wanted to meet up in the studio and meet you up, and we have a very special guest on Radio, and that's for the Chuseok special. Hey, she's from New Zealand, and with her warm voice, she's a songwriter who comforts our weary hearts. Paige, welcome!
Hello.
Yes, how is you?
I am good. I am excited. I'm excited.
All right, so welcome, and thank you so much for coming through the studio. And from what I know, it is your first ever time in South Korea, right?
Yeah, it's my first time in Asia.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Welcome to the most thriving part of Asia.
Thank you. It's so exciting.
Yeah. So, you know what? I actually have a question to you. What did you do before you get to the station today?
Oh, we went and filmed a lot of stuff in some markets.
Okay.
Ate some food.
Okay.
Which was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and now we're here.
Okay. I mean, speaking of markets, what kind of market are you talking about? Are you talking about one of those fancy ones or the really local ones?
It was a local food, street food market.
Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, thank you so much. Glad you enjoyed it. What about food-wise? Like, so far you tested out about like 3 to 4 street food, I assume?
I only tried out 2.
Yeah?
And it was the pancake with the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to say the other word wrong.
What is it?
But it was like rice, like I thought it was called
Tteokbokki.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, tteokbokki is probably our soul food. That's what we consider like a soul food in South Korea. So, and trust me, there are tons of different kinds of tteokbokkis available in the market. You will enjoy. Are you good at spicy things or no?
Yeah, I love spicy food.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's this a brand that starts with the letter Yop.
Yup.
Just ask your manager and they'll know what that is.
Okay.
Anyway, that brand's name starts with this name letter Yup, and you gotta try that one out. It's the most spicy tteokbokki we have in our country. So I really want you to try that one out.
Oh, I might have to.
Yes. Anyway, today is really special day for us South Korean because it's our national holiday, aka Chuseok.
Chuseok.
Yes, so what we basically do is appreciate the full moon, gather around with the family that we haven't been able to meet up in a while and talk about our life, what's going on with that, and eat some delicious foods. So, do you guys have this kind of special national holiday in your country?
Yeah, we have a holiday called Matariki.
Matariki?
And it celebrates a cluster of stars that appear in the sky in New Zealand at around July. And that's our Māori New Year. So it's our time to reflect on the year that's been, prepare for the year ahead. And we also believe that when the people that we love pass away, that they go into the stars, and on that holiday we like to remember those who have passed.
Interesting. So do you guys also make a wish looking at the clustered stars?
No. I'd like to make a wish.
Okay, what kind of wish would you make then?
If
you were to make one.
If I were to make a wish,
yeah.
Well, one of my biggest wishes for the year was to come to Korea.
Okay.
So I don't know what the next one would be. Probably to come back.
Wait, I got a question. So since you mentioned it was one of your goals to come through this country, South Korea, how did you get to know this country in the first place?
Well, I think it's just K-pop, right?
Okay.
Like, there's so much K-pop that we love K-pop in New Zealand.
Right.
And also I like Chimak.
Oh yeah, Chimak.
Yeah, love. I've been talking about it all day.
Wait, do you guys have Chimak in your country?
Yeah, but not a lot. I have a lot of friends that are from Korea.
Okay.
And that show me around little food places that we have in
Okay.
New Zealand, but there's not a lot of Korean food.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know that Korea is the place where everybody loves to listen to music, and I love that. And yeah, so exciting to be here.
Okay, and speaking of K-pop, is there any K-pop artists that you're specifically fond of, or just in general?
I really love Blackpink a lot. I mean, everybody loves Blackpink, right? That's probably the typical one. I'm very typical with K-pop.
No, it's okay. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I like BTS.
I mean, because when it comes to K-pop, being able to be a typical figure among the crowd means you're that good at it. Thing. So yeah, that's not a bad thing. So BTS, I'm of course a huge fan of, and Blackpink, needless to say, especially their stage presence is also so amazing.
Yes.
Anyway, I think you're missing out on this one. You also participated in an OST for Korean drama back in the days, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so I got asked to do a song for a K-drama. I haven't got a chance to watch it because in New Zealand there's nowhere to watch this show. But they sent me a song, and usually I write my own music. So this was very different for me to just sing on a song that somebody else had written.
Right.
But it was really exciting to be a part of. I hope I can do more of it. I'd like to see the song playing on the TV show.
Oh,
but I've never seen it.
That you'll never get to witness it, because there was this time when I'm also a musician, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, the time when I participated at an OST, that was a while ago. That was like 4 to 5 years ago. Anyway, I never got to hear my singing on air.
Really?
Yeah, I got to watch the recorded version, so maybe you should be asking for that one.
Yeah, maybe I should be like, let me see it.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's speak officially about your music from now on. So you were born and you are here. What happened in between? Let us know how that happened in the first place.
So much happened.
Okay. So what year were you born?
I was born in 1997.
Okay, and?
A while ago.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember when I started making music. My mum always said that I started singing very young. I performed when I was 4.
What?
Yeah, I don't remember. But then I started performing every year after that in front of my school and my community in New Zealand. And then I decided when I was 13 that I wanted to write music and learn how to play guitar. So I did all those things. And then I decided that a couple of years later that I wanted to take music seriously and make it a dream. So I started to perform on the street in New Zealand and used to message record labels and be saying, hey, can you help me become a star? What? And then I used to post a lot of videos online, and then I found Billie Eilish found my music.
Right.
Yeah, and then it was really exciting, and that kind of got people to know who I am, which I'm very grateful for. It's very exciting, and now I can perform my music to people.
Great. I actually want to delve into 2 points from your story, actually. The first one being, are you self-taught musician then?
Yes. Yeah.
100%. You never went to all those fancy academies or music colleges or whatever, no?
No, not at all. Yeah. Well, I think that's quite normal in New Zealand, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's in our genes.
Wow, this is surreal, actually, because in this country, as a Korean, if you want to become a musician, there's a certain type of steps you have to step one by one in order to become one. The thing is, the progress involves things like you have to go to the academy to learn all these theoretical kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, right.
Etc. And you have to practice like at least 10 hours a day, etc. in order to get into university, etc. But the thing is, it's so hard. Well, no wonder your music sounds so natural.
Oh, does it?
When
That's
I take
good.
a listen to it, it doesn't sound quite soulless, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it sounds
that's
very
nice.
natural, very warm, very humane at the same time. I really loved it. That's, I think, is what I really loved about your music.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just enjoy it. I think if you allow yourself to enjoy anything, then it becomes beautiful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So since you mentioned that's kind of how it works in New Zealand, could you tell us a bit more about your country, the vibe-wise?
Yeah. Oh, I think New Zealand is a very relaxed, laid-back people, very casual. In school, a lot of us carry around guitars and just sing together. And you kind of teach each other how to play music, and that's what I did in school. And people are just very chill.
Really?
Yeah. So like a music school in New Zealand and an academy, that's not really how we do things there.
Okay.
It's almost like you have to be chill to get anywhere. So if you're too like, oh, I have to practice 12 hours a day every day, then people become less interested almost, which is very strange.
I really envy that part of your country, actually. So the first time when you first came out to your parents that you really want to take this music thing seriously in the future, were they supportive about it, or were they kind of like, nah?
Oh, my parents are very supportive. My parents don't make music themselves, and Neither did any of my sisters. And I think that they really wanted to have one of us do it. And it was never pushed, but it was something they were always open to. And
Interesting. Wow. I really envy a lot of things about your culture because to speak a little bit more about the Asian culture here as an Asian, you know how an Asian parents would do to their kids. Usually back in the days, especially around our generation, people who's born back in the 90s, they would usually do things like, you have to grow up to become a doctor or things like that, right?
I can understand that because also I do music.
Right.
But in New Zealand, it's very, very hard to make money in music. And I still work. I still have a job. And it's so funny that I'll be going back to work next week, but I'm here in Korea promoting my music.
Well, I guess that's pretty much the same in every single country because like it's kind of normal to have a secondary job as a musician is because me also I host this radio show and I sell tracks to other artists, etc. All those kind of things to make a living out of it. I can definitely relate to that. I feel so good. It literally feels like we're joined by a musician now. I feel like we get to talk about a lot of things tonight. Anyway, you know what? We're going to delve into this Billie Eilish part. I know this means a lot to you, right?
Yeah, of course.
How did you feel?
Oh, it was very overwhelming. I never would expect anybody to love my music that I love. I've always been so inspired by Billie, so having her reach out to me was quite strange in a way that I just was really shocked. I still can't understand why she likes my music.
So the main question is, do you guys still keep in touch? Or nah?
Oh, no. I think people drift apart. It's quite hard to keep a relationship with somebody that's so famous.
Right.
You have such different. We have different lives.
Distance-wise, too, it's too far considering the fact that she's active now in the States around somewhere.
It'd be hard to keep up with her.
Anyway. Good. And one more thing I want to point out from your career is that you actually got invited to perform at Music Matters, right?
Yeah.
So how was that experience like?
It was fun. Yeah? I loved Singapore.
Okay.
That was really cool. And I've never had anybody listen to my music. Oh, well, I've never met anybody that's listened to my music that doesn't speak my language. So it was, it was very interesting, like having somebody come up to me and speak to me in Mandarin, and then me say, "Oh, sorry, I don't." But thank you so much. Like I wanted to show that I was so grateful, but it was just really, it was really cool. That was a highlight for me. And also seeing people sing my songs that are in Singapore.
That's cool, right?
Yeah, it was really cool. And meeting the artists there was really cool.
And another cool fact about you that I found out on your social media is that you actually went to South by to perform, right? No? No? It did not happen?
I'm going to go.
Okay.
So it hasn't happened yet.
Oh my God, congratulations on a huge success right there.
Thank you.
Because South by Southwest, that's like one of the end games for a lot of musicians, right?
Yeah.
And there was this one time, that was around like that was about 5 years ago. I actually watched South by Southwest back when I was in Texas.
Oh,
and
amazing.
I really wish I had me to be on that stage, but it never came true, so yeah.
It might come true.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. That's next. That's in like a few weeks.
How did you feel about it when you got casted?
Oh, great. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to perform overseas more. I'm very grateful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, since I know you do not speak Korean, I actually prepared a couple of comments on our Korean music streaming platform. Okay. What a lot of Koreans say about you, and trust me, this is like the ultimate form of compliment as a Korean. It goes, 나만 알고 싶은 노래. I want to keep these songs to myself only. Just keep it kind of like a secret.
I actually went on Melon and translated it.
What?
Yeah.
You do?
Well, I went to look to see what they were all saying, and then I did notice that was what people were saying.
Wait, so you already know what I brought then?
No, that's right? The only comment. Like I've only seen a couple comments that say that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of others saying things like, you have such a wonderful voice color in Korean.
Oh wow.
Well, the color of voice or tone of voice. Do you do any type of training when it comes to vocal works?
No, I should. I probably should, but I don't. I just love it. I just love to sing.
You don't? You just naturally know how to sing like that?
I think a lot of Maori because I'm Māori, which is native New Zealander. A lot of us know how to sing, I think. So when you go to New Zealand, if you've been before?
No, never.
You'll hear it. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. So if you were to give out a tip to anyone who's out there who want to become a vocalist in the future, any tips on how to sing well?
Oh, how to sing well. I think you have to sing to every song you hear in your day. So whenever you're listening to music, you have to sing to it. Because I didn't know how to sing when I was young at all. I just sang all the time. And you kind of learn how to use your voice. Yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
That's what we call talent right there. Because it took years for me.
No, it took me years too.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I also think that if you enjoy anything, you can get good at it.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the official side of your musical career. And anyway, I've seen many comments like we went through a couple saying they felt comforted after listening to your song, and the tracks Waves and Too Much to Hate from your EP album received a lot of love in South Korea. And in fact, Too Much to Hate even made it to the top chart ranking on major Korean music sites as well.
I didn't know that.
It did.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's why The Authority brought you over to South Korea, because you're successful in this country.
Yes.
Yeah. So how does it feel to receive so much love in this country?
It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, I knew that the EP that I did went platinum, which is it was so exciting. I think my parents cried. It's a really huge achievement, and to do it in Korea makes me really excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What about inspiration-wise? Where do you get your inspirations from whenever you're working on music?
I love pop music so much. I love Lady Gaga.
Did you watch the documentary?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we're talking.
I'm a big Lady Gaga fan. I love her work ethic. She works very hard, and I love that about her. But I also love, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, Billie Eilish. Yeah. Billie's really inspired me a lot because she started so young. Yeah. But I really like a lot of music documentaries from all those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great to know. To know.
Love pop music.
Perfecto. So that's where you get your inspirations from, mostly the pop singers.
Yeah, the pop and R&B. Okay. So I love Rihanna, SZA.
What? You even listen to SZA?
SZA's SZA's probably my favorite artist.
Wow, that's unexpected, but really cool.
Really?
Yeah,
SZA, Kehlani.
I've been like one of the huge fans of her ever since she made her debut.
Yeah, because do you make R&B music?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah,
mostly.
I love R&B.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of album, I heard that your debut album will be released on October 13th.
Yeah.
Right? Tell us about it.
Okay. I kind of wrote this album. It's called King Clown. I wrote it about the good sides and the bad sides of myself, with also a lot of different music inspiration. So a lot of R&B sounds and rap and pop and rock influences and stuff. So it's very a big variety of things. Yeah.
Interesting. There's this type of album that as soon as you see the name of it, you just naturally want to have a listen to it. Yeah. And I think that name is kind of that name.
Oh, yay.
It kind of reminds me of this Kendrick Lamar album for some reason.
Oh, which Damn? Or
No. The album's name you just mentioned.
Oh,
King's Clown.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. True.
Anyway, it sounds real deep.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? It's about time for us to have a listen to one of your songs now. So what are you going to be performing tonight?
I'm going to be performing Too Much to Hate.
Oh, yes.
Yay.
Sorry. Well, whenever you're ready, we're going to have a listen to it right away. This is Too Much to Hate by Paige, live in the studio. Enjoy.
I don't feel the same, but I don't have to be made for you. And there's no excuse for a selfish love that's fake. And I know you hate my love for face tattoos. So let me go. Love me and let me grow. Let me go. Love me and let me grow. I don't drink coffee I'm sorry. I get anxious and I shake. I bite my nails and I can't take all of the stupid jokes that you're making about me. And I'm sorry, I don't want to be this way. Hopefully someday I'll change, but I know there's just too much to hate about me. Oh, I could change my name, but I don't want to change for you. And don't tell me what you want me to do. I'll go at my own pace. And I think it's strange that you don't want me to. So let me go. Love me and let me grow. Let me go. Love me and let me grow. I don't drink coffee, I'm sorry. I get anxious and I shake. I bite my nails and I can't take all of the stupid jokes that you're making about me. And I'm sorry, I don't want to be this way. Hopefully someday I'll change, but I know there's just too much to hate about me. Love me and let me grow. You don't own my soul. Love me and let me grow. You don't own my soul. But I know there's just too much to hate about me.
That was Too Much to Hate by Paige live in the studio. Lovely voice you got going on right there. I love that, especially the way you play the guitar. I mean, yeah, of course, you're self-taught. You're an amazing musician. You all told me about it. But, so, how do you feel about tonight's performance? Are you satisfied with that?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
You
know, the part that I was really impressed during the time when you were rehearsing was that you are probably the first ever artist to come through the studio saying, I'm satisfied with the sound.
Really?
Really?
Wow, that's very interesting. Why?
Really?
Why is that?
I don't know. I guess it depends on people, but the thing is, you are actually the first time to hear, the first time for me to hear someone sing this thing.
Wow, that's very, very interesting.
So I guess our operator must be real happy about it.
Oh, great production. Loved it.
Yeah. Anyway, since you mentioned this song is from way back, well, it's one of your early day work, right?
Yeah.
So, do you want to highlight anything about this song?
Yeah. I guess I wrote the song about a heartbreak that I was going through, and I didn't expect to actually put it out, but I wrote it about, you know, when you break up with somebody and you kind of forget who you are because you've spent so much time. Yeah. Pouring yourself into that person and that relationship. Yeah. I wrote it about that.
Aww.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was actually really nice to write. Healed me.
I really want to talk about the technical side more, actually.
Oh, yeah,
since
awesome.
You're a musician. So let's start from the microphone right there.
Oh, for the recording?
Yeah.
What did I use? I used a Manly.
So it's one of those fancy ones, I guess.
Yeah, but that wasn't mine. I had Josh Fountain produce the song.
Okay.
I did go to music school. I went to university.
Oh, so you did?
I did, but that was after. It was interesting. It's called a polytech, which is a very small school. Mm-hmm. I failed. Because I didn't study. I'd never went. But the one thing that I did do at that school was learn those chords, because I'm not a keyboard player. I'm a self-taught guitarist, just not keys. And then when I wrote the song, I wrote it on guitar. I went to my tutor at uni, and he taught me how to make the chords sound really, really cool on a keyboard. So I then used those chords in the recording. And Josh Fountain, who also produces Benny.
Yeah.
So he's done Super Lonely by Benny.
Okay.
He produced the song.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Anyway, the reason why I asked you about the microphone is because sometimes as a musician who's interested, another musician decided to go watch the interview on YouTube, and sometimes the gear list they use can actually help their life, you know?
Yeah.
What kind of gear they use to create this amazing record.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think also it's just we have such great technology these days where you don't really need anything too fancy.
Not those
either.
legendary fancy outboard gears, etc.
Yeah, I mean, I only use a Scarlett mic most of the time.
For real?
Yeah. And then my first EP, I did an EP that I recorded at home that I put out independently. And that was recorded on an $80 USB microphone. It's just...
I guess the mojo about the gears, all those fancy mojos are fake, I guess.
I think so.
As long as you're good at performing.
As long as you're good at mixing, I think.
Right.
Yeah. As long as you get somebody to mix it that's very talented and you've got good...
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing a bit about your musical journey as a musician. And it's time for us to move on to word card interview and get to know more about your personal side from now on.
Okay.
Yes, all you got to do is just fill in the blanks. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to the first question. Among the comments left on my music, the one that was the most memorable is blah blah, which is?
Your music has helped me.
Oh, your music has helped me. Okay.
Yeah, I
Why
think.
did it motivate you?
Well, I think that all I ever want to do is heal people with my music, and then when people do tell me that, it reassures me that I'm doing the right thing with my life.
Wow, cool. Has it always been that way though? Because sometimes musicians' goals they tend to change over time, you know.
Yeah. It's always it's nice.
Interesting. Okay, let's move on to the second one right away then. The song I've been listening to a lot these days is Blah Blah.
Waffle House by the Jonas Brothers.
Oh.
Have you heard the song?
Yes, I think I may have heard of it in the past.
It's very good. It came out at sometime this year.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay.
Oh, deep conversations at the Waffle House. It's good. It's good.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Out of all the songs I've written so far, my favorite one is Blah Blah.
Too Much to Hate.
The one she just performed for us. Yes.
Yay.
You know what? Since we spoke a lot about that song, do you want to just skip it and move on to the next one? Or do you want to highlight anything more about that song?
I think we can move on.
Okay. I like my blah blah the most.
My voice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah? Tell us about it. You know what? I kind of want to sound like you right now.
Oh, really?
The chill and classy way of your speaking.
Classy?
Yeah, very mesmerizing.
Oh, that's so funny. Classy.
Yeah.
I just do like my voice.
Wow. When did you first find out that you have a special voice then?
I don't think I found out for a while because I didn't know how to sing really when I was young. I just loved it. And then when you're a kid and you sing and you get compliments from people and they're like, you're so good when you're not. And so I believed I was good my whole life, and I knew it wasn't true.
But sometimes the compliments means everything to build up a great musician.
Yeah, it does. And if I hadn't have got them, then maybe I wouldn't have done it. But
yeah, and I think I totally relate to what you just said because I've been living in this delusion because a lot of people tend to tell me when I was young you have good look, and I later noticed that being a good look and having a good look, they're totally different from each other, if you know what I mean.
Right. That's interesting. That's a really interesting comment.
Anyway, let's move on to this next one. As a singer, my dream is blah blah.
To perform my music all around the world.
Okay.
That's my biggest dream. And I'm kind of living it right now, a little bit.
Yeah. So how many countries have you visited in the past to perform?
I've been to...
Let's make a checklist here.
Not many. I've been to Australia, Singapore, and Korea.
And you're about to visit Sydney in the future?
Yeah, well, I'll be back. I've performed in Sydney.
Yeah.
But I'll be back there.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll go somewhere else.
Okay. Where do you think your next step is going to be then?
America. I think we've gone to the US to sign my record deal, but I haven't done a performance for fans there yet. So.
You did sign a contract?
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a little while ago now.
Yeah?
But yeah, it's been good.
Wow, I really envy your ability. Anyway, let's move on to this next one. Well, this has nothing to do with music related stuff, but if I had the ability to talk to animals, the first question I want to ask is blah, blah.
What is your perception of humans?
Why?
Right?
Why?
Because I look at birds and they're watching cars go by and street lights turn on, and I always wonder what they think of us. Are they scared of us? Do they think we're weird? Do they think that cars are just a type of animal?
Interesting, because a lot of people with pets tend to think that way, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have pets?
I do. I have a dog
Yeah.
named Milo.
Milo, yeah.
I love him.
Wait, so how old is this Milo kid?
Milo is 14. Oh. He's getting old. But
So
we don't need it. He turned 14 yesterday. It was his birthday.
Okay.
So, I mean, I wonder
Is
what
he
he
doing
thinks
okay
of me.
now?
He's doing very well. I don't like how he's getting old.
Yeah. But you know what? Instead of speaking about the negative and sad part of the story, do you want to tell anything like special happened with him in the past?
Oh, he was a surprise present for my sister, actually.
Oh.
And then he became our family dog, and I was so shocked because I didn't think we'd ever get a puppy.
Okay.
It's really exciting.
Well, as a kid, who
He
would
came
ever
out of a
expect,
box. I was like, wow. Yeah, it was such a thrill for me. I was
Okay.
13, so it was a while ago.
Oh.
He's lasted long. Love him.
Well, hope he lives a little more long.
I'm sure. I'm sure. He will.
Anyway, you know what? Since Milo means a lot to you in your life, do you want to say anything? Send any special message to Milo through the camera here?
Milo, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're eating lots of treats. And I hope you haven't lost your sight yet by the time I get home. I hope you can see me.
That's so sad. Wait, I'm feeling sad right now because my dog passed away just last year, so I'm still
so
not
sorry.
over that. Anyway,
It's so hard.
yeah, it is. Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much. Let's not talk about this episode.
Okay.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Lately, I've been really into blah blah.
I've been really into crochet and making hats.
You even know how to make your own hat?
This is a recent thing I've learned how to do.
But what about the crochet part, though? It's not one of those young people would usually do kind of stuff. So where'd you learn how to do it?
Heaps of young people crochet.
Really?
Well, they do in New Zealand. I'm sure they do here. But I want to learn how to do things that isn't just music.
Okay.
And that was my first creative thing I've learned how to do that isn't music. So it's been fun.
Are you planning to take it to the next level, like the professional level in the future, or not?
Yeah, sure. No, probably not. I just like making things that I can't be bothered buying.
You know what I seriously consider? I mean, I think you really should seriously consider moving that to a professional level, is because some of my friends who's also a musician, a really successful one, not like incomparable with my level, but the thing is they're on different level. The thing is they actually started making their own clothes and started selling it, and it's doing just fine. So maybe you should consider doing it yourself.
That's cool. I would love to at some point
Okay.
when I've got the time.
Yeah. Anyway, good. Anyway, let's move on to this last one. I would like to say blah blah to all my fans.
감사합니다.
Did you write that yourself?
I did, but my friend Alice taught me how to write it.
Trust me, you just wrote better Koreans than 90% of Koreans here in this country.
I tried.
Yeah?
I tried very hard.
What about the smiley face blow, though? Do you want to talk about it?
I drew a smiley face because I'm very grateful. I'm just very grateful that people listen to my music here, and it's a big dream come true for me. Yay!
Anyway, you know what? It's about time for us to listen to another live session of yours, which is Dance With You, right? Do you want to tell us anything about it?
Yeah. I wrote the song about meeting somebody in a club. I don't go out.
Okay.
Ever. And it was my friend's birthday, so I went out and I decided, I wanted to have a dance. And I saw a guy that was there, and there was nobody else I wanted to dance with except for him. And I did, but we ended up becoming friends for a while, and now he's my partner, and it's a love song.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
I'd love to hear a decent love story. Great. Anyway, with that, let's have a listen to this one right away. A sincere love song created by Paige herself. This is Dance With You live in the studio.
It's easy, I love the way you treat me, 'cause you're so nice to me. Love likes me finally, and I'm growing. I love how it's been showing through your good company. I love how you comfort me. You're inside my headspace. Oh, they wanna dance with you. Wanna dance with you. My gold heart. You're engraved with all of the things you do. With the things you do. I saw your green eyes in the corner. Yeah, you smiled and you had my heart. Even in the dark I could see it. I'm about to dive in the deep end. I'm more than melted right before you. You swim to me and you feel the same. Right from the start I adored you. You're inside my headspace. Oh, I wanna dance with you. Wanna dance with you. My gold heart. You're engraved with all of the things you do. With the things you do. And everything's under the light. Everything you say is so polite. Never knew love could be so nice. So nice, so nice. And everything's under the light. Everything you say is so polite. I never knew love could be so nice. So nice, so nice. And you're inside my headspace. Only wanna dance with you. Dance with you. And my gold heart. You're engraved with all of the things you do. With the things you do.
Yeah! That was Dance With You by Paige. And after hearing the story between you and your current partner, I think I can relate to the lyric part more. So the lyrics, of course, written by yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so do you want to highlight a line from the entire lyric?
I saw your green eyes in the corner. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you smiled and you had my heart.
Wow.
Because it's just what happened.
Sounds like a beautiful person. Yeah. Well, so does he actually have green eyes, or is it because of the reflection of the lights?
No, of course. Everything I write about is the truth.
Great. Anyway, thank you so much for the great performance, and hopefully you guys get to come back to South Korea in the future with you and your partner.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's move on to, we prepared another set of games for you, actually.
Oh.
This time we're going to be playing balance game.
Okay.
Do you know what a balance game is?
No.
So you're given two options, and you have to choose either one of the options that you prefer over the other one.
Oh, okay. Right.
I mean, if you come to Korea, you have to know about you have to memorize about 3 things, and you're good as a Korean.
Okay.
So number 1, it's balance game.
Balance game.
Yeah. Number 2 is the tteokbokki. You taste it. And the last one being the MBTI. Actually.
MBTI?
Do you know what that is?
No.
It's a Myers-Briggs and something test kind of thing. So it basically lets you know, if you take the test, it lets you know about your personality more.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you got to take that test and use it somewhere else whenever you're conversing with other Korean. Because nowadays, I don't know what's going on in this culture, but a lot of people start off their conversation by asking their MBTI in the first place.
I kind of love that.
Really?
It reminds me of, what's your star sign?
Yeah.
And I like that. Right? Yeah.
Well, it's from our generation, so we can totally relate to that. But the new thing is totally off topic for me. Anyway, let's move on to the balance game right away. So question number 1. Eating soggy cereal versus eating crunchy cereal.
Crunchy cereal.
Yeah, okay. We're going to get back to the answer later. And then Just try to memorize what you answer, right?
Oh, okay.
No,
so
you
I'm
don't
not
have to
answering.
memorize. Yeah. Number 2, unable to watch video streaming service for a year versus unable to use text message to others.
Do I answer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Message.
Message. Okay, we're gonna move on to this next one. Calling versus texting.
Texting.
Okay, and if one of these had to happen, forgetting a part of the lyrics on the stage versus guitar breaking and singing without accompaniment.
Oh, that's forgetting my lyrics.
Okay.
Because I do that sometimes, but I think you can get through that.
Yeah,
I don't think you
somehow,
can get
right?
through the guitar thing.
Not true. All right, moving on to question number 5. Ability to read minds versus ability to teleport.
Ability to teleport. I don't want to know what people think of me. It'll make me.
No, it's not other people reading your mind. It's you actually getting to read other people's mind.
Yeah, I don't want
You
to
don't want
know. No.
Okay. Well, we're going to get back to it later. Anyway, moving on to this next one. If you had to give up one for life, bread versus chicken.
Oh, that's hard. Bruh.
That's what this balance game is all about.
Chicken.
Okay. Do you seriously want to stick to that answer, or do you want to reconsider your answer?
I will stick to that.
Okay, we're going to get back to it because we still have one more, which is not brushing teeth for the rest of your life versus not washing your hair for the rest of your life.
Not washing my hair.
Okay, thank you so much for answering. That's all we have for tonight. And we're going to go back to question number 1. Eating crunchy cereal. So do you never mix milk and cereal together, or?
I do. I put a tiny bit on my cereal.
Interesting.
I don't like the texture of soggy.
Okay. So what kind of flavor you like?
Like chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Like Cocoa Pops. Yeah.
I mean, we all grew up eating those.
Yeah.
So I guess it's more of us getting used to that kind of thing, right? Used to
Yeah.
eating it. Anyway, moving on to this next one. Unable to watch the video streaming platform. So what kind of movie do you enjoy watching?
I watch Friends a lot.
Still?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I think it relaxes me.
Yeah.
And Friends is just funny. And it's just an easy watch.
Okay.
So I watch it all the time. I watch it almost every day.
Interesting.
Just to calm me.
So I assume by now you pretty much memorized all the lines from the drama, I guess?
Yeah, probably.
Wow. So do you sometimes do that? I was always curious if this one person is super attached to this movie or drama. Do you actually try to speak the words of yourself while you're watching that drama, or what?
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah?
I think sometimes. I don't try, but I think if there's a funny bit, I just say it because I think it's funny. But
Interesting. Well, for the people like me who's not really familiar with this Friends drama, how would you promote that drama to those kind of people?
Friends is basically a show about a group of friends that live in the same apartment.
Yeah.
So they live in the same building, just opposite each other. And they get up to really funny things, and they all have really great personalities, and it's really easy to watch because it takes you away from your own life and puts you in the position of somebody else, which is it's just funny.
Maybe I should start watching it, but don't they have like 20 seasons already?
Nah, they've only got 10.
It's already enough. You know?
Yeah, they're very short though. They're only 20 minutes long.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Okay, thank you so much for recommending. And moving on to this next one. So you prefer calling over texting?
No, I prefer
texting over calling.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Because when I call people, I never know how to end the conversation.
That happens to you too, huh?
Yeah, I just keep talking and then I'll be on the phone for hours. So texting is good because then if I don't know what to say, I just don't reply.
Okay, and moving on to this next one. Well, forgetting a part of the lyric is better than breaking the guitar on stage. So how do you overcome that situation whenever you forget a line of lyrics when you're performing?
I think you just have to laugh at yourself and understand that everybody makes mistakes sometimes, and that's okay. Right. I think that if you panic in that situation, it makes the people around you uncomfortable. And when I perform, I want to make people feel comfortable and good. So as long as I'm comfortable, I know everybody will be okay.
I wonder if it ever happened in your performance, but Okay, we have to move on. But the thing is, okay, let's move on to this next one. Ability to read mind and ability to teleport. Well, you chose the teleportation.
Yes.
Yes?
I'd like to be in New Zealand, click my fingers and be in Korea.
Yeah, because the moving part is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Right? So,
I've got to jump on a 10-hour flight
right.
tomorrow.
Oh. Anyway, you know what? We're gonna move straight to this last one actually. So you're not gonna wash your hair for the rest of your life, then not brushing your teeth for the rest of your life, right?
No, I want to be able to eat my food.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
And the dentist is expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, that's it for tonight. We have prepared, and we actually have about 3 to 4 minutes left in our show. So let's talk some random stuff from now on.
Okay.
Anything you got going on recently in your life?
I just put out a song called Aquarian.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Yeah.
zodiac signs, and I am a Cancer,
Uh-huh.
and I want to be an Aquarius.
Okay.
And I think I just thought that it was a really fun thing to sing about. So that was a song that just came out. And I'm filming a music video in a few
Okay.
days.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And well, good luck on your music video and good luck on the album. Hope a lot more of the people would get to listen to your album. And wow, I can't believe we have to wrap up the show already. So I'm gonna have to ask you to do the last speech for our listeners, please.
Oh, what is
Yes.
that?
Last speech. Anything you want to say before you leave?
Oh,
Yeah.
my name is Paige. Thanks so much for listening.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful to be here
Yes.
in Korea.
Yeah!
Yay!
Thank you. That's about it. And we're going to wrap up tonight's show by playing her. The track she just mentioned. This is Aquarian by Paige and call it a day. This was your DJ's host, Samuel. So I'm going to meet you guys back tomorrow. Same time, same place. You know what? Let's say goodbye all together in 3, 2, 1.
Goodbye.